Welcome to the Craft Cocktail. Today we're going to be creating the Cosmopolitan.
Classic vodka drink.
Known as Cosmo.
What?
It's just known as a Cosmo.
Known as Cosmo.
That's what you make a hit.
Made very famous on Sex and the City.
Is that where it came from?
Well, no, but I mean...
But
major modern reference, Sex and the City.
And that's probably what
Probably revitalized the popularity of the drink.
Sex and the City, James Bond, all these people drove cocktail sales.
Yeah.
This is how it works. This drink is actually from around 1987. The drink recipe that we've chosen and the ratios that I've tested and approved are 1.5 ounces of citrus vodka. You can use regular vodka if you really don't have citrus vodka. 1 ounce of Cointreau or triple sec or liqueur. 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. 1/4 ounce of cranberry juice and a lime wheel garnish. What I want to do, and you'll probably see this already on the channel by now, but I want to create a video on how to make your own citrus vodka. That way, if you have vodka, you should make your own. You don't have to buy it.
It makes things easy, doesn't it?
There's a couple recipes that are going to use citrus vodka, so there'll be utility for it. But if you want to make your own, it's really not that difficult. So the Cosmo, like I was saying, is 1987 from a bartender in Manhattan. There's others that lay claim to this. For instance, the Cape Codder and the Harpoon, which we've already referenced, and if you've downloaded the ebook on homecocktailmenu.com, you've already read this. There's a recipe published by Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice Company on the back of their bottle that is very similar to this. The difference between what the bartender did for the original Cape Codder drink is they brought this into the mainstream. So you add a little bit of Cointreau, and maybe a little fresh lime juice. Was that in the original Cosmo? There's no lime juice in there. A little acidity, and you've got a completely different drink. The Cosmo. So what we did here, and I'll give this over to you.
Thank you.
Is we chilled the Nick and Nora glass. Now a Nick and Nora glass is one option. You can also use a martini glass. I'll show you I can't think I could show you a martini glass. A glass like this. I'm a big proponent of is that the right word, proponent? Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. I like the Nick and Nora because it doesn't spill as easy. It looks sexy. This is the decorative dots Nick and Nora. All the different Nick and Nora options are available at awesomedrinks.com. It makes a nice presentation. Chilling it ahead of time gives it that little cool factor on the glass. And that chill means when he takes a nice cocktail that he worked extra hard to chill down to get it at the right temperature. If you put it into a warm glass, oh, did we finish it?
We did. Yes. The nice thing about the easy way to chill it is just to put an ice cube in the glass, fill it with water, and let it sit while you're making the cocktail.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. It's glass. Its thermal mass is great.
Yes. If you're using plastic cups, if you're at a party or something, you have like plastic cups that you're using so you don't break your glass cups if you have a lot of people.
Like poolside?
It doesn't really work. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Plastic is don't bother.
Yeah.
It's not going to chill down.
Something I've noticed at larger groupings. Yeah.
So yeah, I typically don't. If they're serving glassware and plastic, I'm not there.
If they're serving drinks in plastic, you're not there.
Mm-hmm. That's $2 for me, homie.
This is a great looking color.
It is.
Cosmopolitan has typically been considered a girly drink.
Because it's pink?
Because it's pink. But it's also really potent. There's 2.5 ounces of alcohol compared to 3/4 ounces of juice in here. Yeah. So it's like a 3-to-1 almost. It tips the balance without giving you the presentation of too much alcohol. It's not like a vodka martini. It's not as boozy. And it doesn't kill you in the face. It's not
it's
super aggressive.
It's got some here's where we had discussed in the past some of the drinks didn't have the sour component that we like. This brings you that nice sour structure. Yes, it's pink. You can fix that if you want to make it more red, add more cranberry juice. The cranberry juice I put in here of 1/4 ounce or 7 milliliters was designed to give it that specific color consistently. Yep. Because if you some recipes you'll see top with cranberry juice. Now you have to visually get the color right. That's a pain. If you make it this way, it's always the same color.
It's nice to have a specific formula when you're making a drink. If you're having a top with as a measurement for your drink, that's going to vary depending on the type of glass you use. You're not always going to have the same kind of glasses. So
exactly. If you don't have a Naked Nora and you're using a 5-ounce martini glasses instead of the 6-ounce, you're going to bring it to the wash line. It's going to be redder. It's going to taste different. Just keep it the same consistent ratio every time. Everybody gets the same pink drink. Yeah. And pink was a man color before it was a woman's color.
Very true.
Wikipedia tells me this.
And Wikipedia does not lie.
It's always right. That's why they always ask me to donate.
Yeah. If you're a fan of the Cosmopolitan, put your comments in down below. Tell us what you like, what you don't like about different variants you've had.
1987. So this is an 80s cocktail.
It's not that old, yeah.
And I think you're going to see another 80s cocktail coming very soon on the channel called the Kamikaze.
Yes.
That's my Kamikaze face. So, go to homecocktailmenu.com, download the ebook. It's going to be at the end of the video. If you just don't have enough clickies in you, wait till the end of the video. You can click on the link and jump you right over there. All the links are down below. That's it. That's how we suggest you make a Cosmopolitan.